Hey everybody, Chrissy here with Make a Living Acting Anywhere, and this is the final video in this series of ways that you can rehearse how to be an actor without paying for training until you can pay for training. I do recommend you go pay for training. Okay, so if you haven't been here before, this channel is all about teaching people who are aspiring to be actors or returning actors how to make a living acting wherever you are in the world, including your basement, your living room, or in your own community. This particular series is about training yourself in acting specifically. So training yourself how to be an actor and practicing and rehearsing the things that I've trained you in this entire series consistently and all the time. So this is going to be the final three pieces of advice that I give on how to train yourself, how to be an actor. And as with all things, rehearsal, 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 and practice, practice, practice. All those things get you all the way to Carnegie Hall. Well, I mean, that's not guaranteed. You might not even want to go to Carnegie Hall. Just saying. All right, so the last three pieces. Now, these, before I get started, these things apply to rehearsing. By this point, if you have gone through each video and you have been building up in each of the things that I recommend, so the first video, you've done the first three things for a week, and then you watch a second video and you do the second video worth of things for a week. And then you go back and you blend the two together. And as a matter of fact, you probably shouldn't have to go back and blend the two together. They should, if you're rehearsing them, kind of automatically blend into one another. You don't know what I'm talking about? Go back and watch the videos. Kind of watch them on binge because you can always go back and start practicing. But by this point, I am hoping that you have somebody who you're able to rehearse with. Okay, somebody who is or is not an actor. Doesn't matter. It would matter, however, if you're actually filming a self-tape for an audition and you're going to be sending that in. And the reason that is because a bad actor in your scene or a bad reader can distract the person watching and reflect badly on your, excuse me, audition. Excuse me. Okay, I don't have time to edit these out anymore, so you're going to see some funny things in all these videos. Okay. So bad readers, like I just mentioned, is the first tip that I have on in the final pieces of what you're going to be practicing, rehearsing. And you might be wondering why, how a bad reader is something you can rehearse as an actor, but it is. You can essentially audition people who you are going to really do self-reading or self-tapes with for your auditions and theater auditions as well. So having somebody who's good at what they do will help you to A, look good in the self-tape, but B, help you to sort of raise the stakes, right? Raise the level of your own performance. So if the reader that you have is a bad reader, they will reflect badly on you and they will not give you what you need in your scene. And that leads me to number two, which is listening. So you have to listen to the other actor. How many times have you been watching something where you can tell that the actor on stage or in, and not so much really in film or television, the director kind of manages that, but in theater for sure, you can tell when one of the other actors on stage is just waiting to speak their line and they aren't listening to the other actor at all. You can tell when somebody's listening to an actor or when actors are listening to each other and instead of waiting to say their line, because the response that they give matches the other actor in the scene. So going back to making sure you have a good reader, however they're saying their line to you is how you're going to respond if you're listening, right? Comment below, let me know if that makes any sense. I can expound on that, but I think I've made sense, so I'm going to move on. And to the final tip, practice ending your scene with a bang, right? Something that makes the audience move right? So if you get to the end of the scene and it's boring, or you drop the, your tonation goes down, or something's just not interesting, that's the last thing that the auditioner is going to see. So you could have gotten through a great audition and then let the scene end on a blah, and it could ruin the whole audition for you, because maybe somebody gives an equal performance throughout, but then they end on a bang, something that's different that nobody else is probably going to do, and they're going to stand out above you. That's it, you guys. Those are the 15 steps in a series of videos, 5 videos to be exact, where I teach you how to rehearse being an actor at home without having to pay for training. So please let me know if you liked the series, if you watched the whole series, if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the bell icon so that you can be alerted when I release a new video on Wednesdays. And don't forget to share this video with anybody who you think might find value in it. All right, you guys, until next time, go make a living acting wherever you are. Chrissy out.